How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening, folks. Thanks for clicking on to this video blog for this evening. Well, the forecast is out. You've seen it. You've seen the ideas that I've got, and yeah, I'm pretty nervous about it. It is a pretty bold forecast. You know, the past couple of years has. I've been very pleased with the success of the forecast, and I do have concerns over this winter, as you'll have read this afternoon, regarding the winter. Although I don't think it's going to be a winter where we're going to see snow and cold throughout the season, from December through February and even into March. But certainly December, I think, will start off, as you've seen, fairly mild and quite unsettled, something similar to what we're seeing at the moment across the UK, across Ireland, and really the majority of Europe at the moment. There's no cold air to be had, but there is signs of change in the longer term. We are going to, I believe, start to see the colder air start to build over Scandinavia, and say around the early part of December. And as the month wears on, then we have to start to cast our eyes towards the northeast, as that cold air will start to expand and move southwards. Basically an Arctic high pressure then will start to slide and migrate towards and over the UK by around the 15th through 20th. What we'll see is that as that air mass starts to collide with the milder Atlantic air, we're going to be starting to see the snowfalls break out quite widely across the UK, and that will come in a series of snowfalls. It's not going to be a one-hit wonder, so to speak. We are going to see persistent snowfall, the cold air trying to push its way down and in from Scandinavia and the near continent, and through time we will start to lay down that snow cover, and that will set the scene for a pretty significant cold period. I believe around, say, anywhere from about New Year through the first 10 to 15 days of January. I'm very, very concerned about just how cold we could get. Going by the past couple of winters, going also by the past couple of falls, autumn seasons, we've seen very similar autumns the past 2 years as opposed to this year. Very wet, very unsettled, very mild as well. Of course, we've seen some very mild temperatures for this time of year, but very much what you would expect for this type of pattern, a very strongly Atlantic-driven pattern, pulling in basically the mild air from the Atlantic, from the south as well. And that will continue through the month of November. I think we're going to start to see those areas of low pressure that move in, start to intensify, deepen, as we see the colder air building over the pole. And as the cold air expands, it will then start to tap in to the energy that drives these areas of Atlantic low pressure. And I really am very concerned that we're going to see more flooding, as well as stronger winds associated with these deeper areas of low pressure. But like I've said to you, the western parts of Europe will start to see a pretty significant cold period from about December 15th, 20th, right through till perhaps mid-January. And then what we will see is the migration of that Arctic high pressure towards the eastern part of the continent. Therefore, we're going to start to see moderation in the temperatures, some snow melt, and the snow in fact could actually be gone in the latter part of January. But I am concerned also for the month of February and March that we'll see some spells of more spells of cold and snow. So it won't be an easy winter for sure. But I appreciate everyone checking out my winter forecast. I've had more hits than I ever thought I would have, and I appreciate your support. Keep checking back to the blog. I'm going to continue to keep you updated as to what my thinking is, and if you keep checking back, then you'll be fully updated as to the way the pattern is unfolding. Is it going to materialize? Is it going to be a flop, or is it going to be accurate like the past couple of years? Who knows? But stay tuned and we'll soon find out. Bye for now. Thank you.